In Kilkenny Rugby Club, we're about promoting the game of rugby. That's what we're doing. We're trying to get as many people playing it as possible and enjoying the experience because it's a super game.
2 words, second home. So we always seem to be coming and going or passing through our home away from home.
During season, off season, pre-season, it's just somewhere you feel at home, I suppose.
But friends is probably the main thing that springs to mind. I'm relatively new, I'm not Kilkenny originally, and probably some of my best friends I've made is through the women's team here and playing. So.
It's a community, it really is. You know, as I said, we're the only club in the county of Kilkenny, so we have to have that community spirit.
For me, it's somewhere where you can go in, you know the people, you talk to them on it, you feel valued in it, and that's the essence of what we are, I think, as a club, and it's somewhere where you feel valued.
So I first started playing when I was about 8 or 9, and I played with the boys team. And there was me and 2 or 3 other girls on the boys team, and I played most of the season. So then I was about 10 or 11, and my dad said, do you want to play? And I said, yeah, I want to play, because I've grown up here and I've always been around here and watched matches and watched the women matches. He said, right, if we start a team, will you play? So I said, yeah.
To me, anyway, I suppose it's really the family involvement. My father was involved. I'm now involved, my daughter's also now involved in the club playing with the women's team, and she would have come up through the youths.
The mini section we had then was maybe double ages, so it was 8s, 10s, 12s, boys only. If a few girls played, they played with the boys on it, and that was, there was no girls underage rugby in it.
So there was 4 of us that started out, and then the numbers grew. Go up then, and then we had our first underage team properly, 14s, 16s, 18s, go up through there.
Now we've more than doubled numbers on it. We have girls minis on their own the last 7-8 years in it. We have 3 girls youth teams fielding every week and great numbers in it.
That's what we have, yeah. We have minis out here. It's all it is. They can come out here and start at under 6, under 7s and 8s, and you play minis up to under 12s, and that's more getting the basic skills of the game and having fun. And then when you progress up into the youth end, which is under 13s, 14s, it's still a bit of fun, but we're teaching the kids how to play the game safely. And then as we go on up to 17s and 18s, we're looking to bring kids and then into the adult teams, both the men's teams and the women's teams. And that's what we're trying to get as a progression, so we're feeding our main teams as well. Last year,
the 4 of us that started minis, we all graduated 18s. And then this year I was first one then to go up from minis, youths to women's this year, so it was great.
3 girls youth teams fielding every week and great numbers in it. Under 14s won their league, they won the South East Plate, and under 16s narrowly beaten in the final, so it is something that's grown from strength to strength in that side of it.
Best friend would have moved over from England, and I grew up in a hurling household. He brought me out to the rugby club there some Thursday night, and I just fell in love with it straight away, so I just decided this is my game. So I've just brought back the little skills that you learn in GAA, just thought I'd bring it to rugby, and just enjoyed it ever since. So I'm 30 years of age now, playing at 19 years, so I haven't lost the love for the game yet.
I'm relatively new, I'm not Kilkenny originally, and then when my kids were getting involved in the club here, I suppose I just got to know a bit more about the club and the ethos, really liked it, so I got involved in coaching here probably 5 or 6 years ago. Absolutely loved it, more than I expected, and then got sucked into playing as a result then because I loved it so much. I managed the under-11 boys. I've always loved rugby, as I said, played a little bit in college, and I just figured if I was going to be on the sideline anyway on a Sunday morning freezing, I might as well be on the pitch and involved in it. So yeah, and I think it's a kind of club here, you get sucked in once you're here at all, and there's any inkling of you having a bit of knowledge of rugby, you're in before you know it. Our under-11s at the moment, we've quite a big squad actually, we've 52 players at under-11s, yeah, so it's great, and building every year, it's brilliant.
We see like Kilkenny's a hurling county, that's we've a strong rugby club in the county, but it is, and that's in the same as that it's hurling over Gaelic football. Kilkenny won the Camogie minor this year, and Lucy Boyd was on the team on it. So both her sisters are playing rugby. Her dad is coaching on it. You know, that's it. There is that crossover between them.
In terms of retention, it probably doesn't really hit until youths, more the teenage age, from probably under 15, under 16 on. Under 11s, the biggest clash we'd see is actually now, so March, April, we're still finishing out our season, but the hurling has started back again. Now we're lucky enough, we try and work together as much as we can in terms of training sessions, but there is clashes sometimes, and it kind of depends, I guess, on what the kids' first interest is.
They go away to college at 19 or 20 years of age, they'll have their couple of years in wherever they'll be, whether it be Dublin or Limerick or even foreign. But if they're back in Kilkenny, if they're back working or just for whatever, they always majority tend to come back and dip their toe back in again to the rugby club.
The few of the girls have come back that are older than me. They would be, a lot of them will go to the same college, so they'll come back together and they'll play. And some girls, they're away from college, so they'll play with their college teams or clubs that are around where they're living. But for me, I'm staying at home, I'm commuting to college, so I get to stay at my home club, which is great. But definitely there will be a drop off, especially the first year of college, because people are getting settled and that's kind of the way of life. But hopefully when second year comes around, especially for my age, the girls come back, and they do, even after college, they'll come back and play. Or it's amazing even to hear that they're playing with different clubs. The fact that they're still playing is great.
It is a struggle. We won the Towns Cup in 22, and of that team, so many of them went to Australia. I was talking to the second row from our first team there last night, and he's going to Australia. Now he's assured me he'll be back, but it is a challenge. It's a real challenge for our coaches, you know, that they're working with different players and trying to build a squad around you know, some strong players on it. But like, it's just, you have to leave them do. You wish them well and you hope they'll be back.
But the thing about it is, we get a lot of new players as well still, particularly in a World Cup year actually. You get massive uplift, because I suppose kids are watching it, they're seeing it, and they have friends in school then, so they come out with a friend to try it and give it a go, and they love it.
One thing I suppose we can do is, and it's even now we're promoting it more amongst our teams, is that kind of game time. You know, everybody gets game time on it, and make that slightly, you know, that we can do from our minis up. Where minis, it's because of it's similar to the goal game experience in Gaelic on it, but it allows children to experience it differently on it, and really to be as involved as much as possible. So the better the experience that people have when they're playing rugby, the more chance that they'll come back into it. Back
when I was like 11 or 12, nearly the same size as I am now, so I think maybe a small bit smaller. But I think it was just the contact and relishing the contact, or breaking through a line, and you'd hear the crowd, be a small crowd at the time, but you'd hear the crowd roar, and you'd be breaking through and you'd be seeing the try line coming up, or even giving off that last pass or whatever it is to your teammate, and just everyone just celebrating together, the bit of camaraderie with it. And then I think it kind of hooks you then, so then you're back next season and there's more people joining, and there's a bit of a buzz around, and you're gathering numbers. And then I've been on a couple of successful enough teams underage, and I think with success comes more motivation then as well with it. So.
I suppose always growing up here, you kind of know everyone that's around, and you kind of get to know people, and people kind of blow in and blow out, but there's always a home feeling when you come here, no matter where you come from or if you're leaving to go anywhere.
My older fella, he's now 15, we both played a match here at home one day, both lined out in the 14 jersey actually, so yeah, lining out alongside him he was probably under 13s and 14s at that stage, same jersey, same time, same location at home, once in a lifetime.
For the club itself, we obviously pride ourselves on our underage systems and how we ease them into adult rugby, and then they're playing adult rugby. But it's also important that we're a very welcoming club. We've had players who've been travelling around the world, and they've chosen Kilkenny as their kind of main focal point, and we've always welcomed them with open arms. And anyone who's been here for a couple of years have enjoyed it, and anyone who's been here for a year was always sorry to leave. So I think even though we do focus on our underage system, I think it's very important that we are very welcoming to people who just want to play the game of rugby. We've had a couple of lads this year and they've really enjoyed it, and they've gelled into the team, and everyone welcomed them with open arms. And I suppose it's just for us, it's just about the spirit of rugby and just letting people play the game that they love, whether it's hurling or rugby. Yeah,